the high seas, Pisces. Cast my line, now they're biting. Yeah, rocky coasts and lighthouses. What she knows now, I doubt it. Talk to me nice. I think your confusion starts with street lights.
Hey Zodiacs, this is Braylon. Some of you may know me better as Pisces Priestess. I'm here to sit down and talk to you about Saturn retrograde, you guys. Woo! This is interesting. Everybody's talking about Saturn retrograde right now in the astrology community. So I just had, as a Capricorn rising, I just had to sit down and channel some things about Saturn retrograde. I even got Saturn here with me, guys, on my desk, okay, to talk about this. I'm going to channel some things. Now, Saturn went retrograde on April 17th, just a couple days ago. This was a shift that even the most least aware people of astrology felt this shift. I got people hitting me up. What the hell's going on, Braylon? What's going on? So yeah, guys, Saturn retrograde. We got Chiron and Aries. A lot going on with the cardinal signs right now. So this is about action. Retrogrades are the slowing down of energy. So this might be delayed action. This definitely talks a lot about needing a little bit more time, you guys. Saturn is the Lord of Karma. He is the father of time. So from now until September 6th, there's things that are karmically going on in our universe that we need more time about, okay? Saturn talks about, restrictions and limitations. I got my notes here. Boundaries, discipline, rules, regulations, and responsibility. This is responsibility. So in these videos, you guys, I'm going to be talking about the different areas of responsibility that we need to reflect on. Because this is definitely, I think it's very interesting that Saturn is the Lord of time, right? Saturn rules time. Time is karma. Time and karma are very similar, okay? So Saturn is the father of time. Saturn is a very father figure, all right? So, this is definitely time travel, because anytime we have a retrograde, this is time moving backwards. This is time kind of taking a slower turn of events. So this is definitely a wrinkle in time, because I feel like from now until September 6th, we're gaining the ability to have more time about something. What I'm seeing in my head is us running on a treadmill. And we've been running on this treadmill with Saturn and Capricorn, since December 19th is when Saturn first entered Capricorn. So since then, we've been running on this karmic treadmill. And this is Saturn. I see Saturn, he's like, there's this figure, and he's in a suit, of course, and he's kind of intimidating and bulky. And he's like a drill sergeant or something. And he's been running us to death, running us. And this is the transit where he turns down the speed of the treadmill. We finally get to catch our breath, you know what I'm saying? He's secretly proud of us, but don't get too happy about that, guys, because he's slowing down the treadmill temporarily so that he can increase the fucking speed when it comes to September 6th, okay? So the reason why this slowing down of karma, now keep in mind, Saturn is slowing down, but karma is intensifying. Karma is actually more intense the slower it comes. It's like creeping up, like you're not going to get it now, but you're going to get it soon, so it's just kind of creepy. And, I don't want you guys to think that Karma's just out of the building, because Karma has not left the building. She is taking a temporary backseat, so that our Karma from since December to April, so that's 5 months, I believe. We have December, January, February, March, April, so 4 months. For the past 4 months so literally 4 months, because it's been exactly 4 months as I record this video, because December 19th was when Capricorn had Saturn enter their sign. And let me tell you, Saturn is ruled by Capricorn. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So he is very comfortable in this grounded Earth 10th house energy. And he's comfortable in Aquarius as well, because these are two signs that talk about the future. These are two signs that talk about social status and community. So this is Saturn, okay? And he is here definitely in this area. So for the past 4 months, we have been doing things, and we might not have even been aware of it. We've been doing things that are karmically involved with our destiny. You know what I'm saying? So this is about reflecting on the past 4 months and getting prepared for the next 5 months. Okay, because this is happening since April 17th to September 6th. So that's from basically Taurus season to Virgo season. So interesting that this is happening in two earth signs. This is Capricorn. This is happening it happened in Aries season, to be fair, but we are 1 day away from Taurus. So the majority of Well, this is going to happen in Taurus season, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. But I just think it's interesting that this is happening around the area, the Taurus cusp, which is an earth sign, and then it's going to go back direct in Virgo season. So come Virgo season, you guys, this karma is going to be very grounded. Okay, we're going to be learning. This is all about the reflection. We're going to be reflecting on certain responsibilities right now. This is lessons from the past. I'm calling this the karma control squad. So Saturn has minions. Saturn has people and places and things that work in his favor, that are out here distributing these rules, distributing these regulations. And it's all us. We're bouncing off of each other. Some of us we have karma involved with other people and stuff like that. So this is definitely about reflecting on our responsibilities. This is definitely reflecting on certain limitations that we've learned about since over the past 4 months. Certain discipline. This is a good thing, you guys, because some of us are dealing with limitations that are no longer serving us. Some of us are restricted in areas that Saturn doesn't approve of. Some of us are lacking boundaries that we need to build. Some of us are having way too many boundaries placed on us. So this is about authority, okay? This is about taking authority of our past, you guys. This is about needing more time. This is literally a wrinkle in time, literally time travel. So this is a karmic review of everything that has happened since the past 4 months, since December 19th. And this is an evaluation of growth. How much have we grown? What have we learned about responsibilities? What have we done? What haven't we done? Karma is an energy that comes back around. So what goes around comes around, right? So in this case, what went around is coming back around. This isn't even what's going around anymore. There's nothing going around right now. We're taking a temporary break. So you want to be careful what you do for the next five months, because it's not that you're going to get away with it. You know, karma does come back around. We have these rings with Saturn, right? We have those darker rings there. There's a reason why Saturn has ice rings. This is ice and dust. Saturn's rings are made of ice and dust. So this is old karma. Karma comes with us from past lives and stuff like that. So even, you know, this is old and cold karma. That's why Saturn has dust and ice as their rings, because even the oldest of karma and the coldest of karma is still coming back around, you guys. So it's definitely time to reflect on that. This is going to be a game changer, okay? I'm not going to lie to you guys. Saturn going retrograde is a game changer. So it's going to be interesting to see the different areas of life that this is happening in for all of us. You know, this is definitely something that's going to change. Karma is a very, very, very powerful force. I'm a strong believer in karma. So, you know, don't be afraid, because this is definitely necessary. Karma is what the energy that we put out returning to us. So honestly, I'm so open to karma because I want to get what I deserve. And whether that's a good or bad thing is going to depend on the different individuals that we are. So if you're going to get what you deserve, and if you're confident, if you've worked hard, if you've done if you've been following your karmic path, if you've put in the work, if you've placed certain boundaries, followed certain rules, if you've been on your A game, then this is going to be an easy transit for you. You're just going to be reaping what you sow. So, you know, I feel like that karma is a very important force in our life, because I don't know about you, but I want people to get what they deserve. What goes around comes around. We all have a karmic path, and Saturn controls that for us. Saturn is that father figure, you know what I mean? And there are certain energies that come along with Saturn as an authority figure. You know, he just wants what's best for us. People give Saturn such a horrible rep because they feel like Saturn is a very sinister planet. But to me, I've always loved Saturn. You know, I have Saturn right on top of my sun in my natal chart, and I'm also a Capricorn rising. So Saturn has always been one of my favorite planets. I'm very much open to constructive criticism and authority. You know, I don't really like being told what to do, but as far as astrology goes, as far as Saturn goes, I know that he's never going to lead me wrong. He's never going to lead me astray. You know what I mean? Saturn wants what's best for us. He wants us to grow and be responsible and do things in a timely fashion and be the best selves that we can be, our responsible selves, you know. There are just certain rules that we have as people. Karma has a lot to do with rules and a lot to do with boundaries and restrictions. So we really want to just remain open during this transit, you guys. Remain open to the things that are coming in and releasing from our life. Because if there's anything that I know about this transit, is that it is karmically orchestrated. You know, Saturn doesn't go retrograde and things like that unless it's supposed to. And it's interesting because this is happening in Capricorn, meaning Saturn is very at home, and it's happening with Pluto and Mars. So this has everything to do, you guys, with karmic action. This has everything to do with a karmic purification because this is happening with Pluto. So this is a karmic transformation. Pluto, Saturn, and Mars all together in Capricorn, definitely working together to purify our actions, to purify our karmic destiny. So I don't know about you, but I'm open to that because sometimes planets just know things better than me. And I am definitely going to trust the universe during this time. Like wherever we wind up between now and September 6th, you guys, just trust in the destiny of things right now. Trust in the karmic divine order of our planets and our universe. Everything happens for a reason, right? So what's coming around is meant to come around. And honestly, I'm going to remain open to everything that comes my way because for all I know, there was something I did in a past life. I trust karma. Karma is a force that I trust. And just remember, guys, karma's only a bitch if you're a bitch to her, okay? So without further ado, I'm going to now start recording and get these other videos uploaded so that we can talk on a more personal level with each zodiac sign about where this is happening for us, okay? So please enjoy your videos, and I will talk to you guys soon. Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your Saturn retrograde video, guys. You guys have Saturn retrograde in a very interesting spot in your chart. You have Saturn retrograde in your 8th house of hidden intimacy, of death and rebirth and transformation and shared resources. So this definitely has a lot to do with your karmic responsibility as far as secrets, Gemini, as far as, hidden karma. So this is very interesting for you guys. This is a very hidden karma. This is like karmic secrets. A very intimate version of karma is what I have written here. So karmic darkness, okay? So this is definitely a reevaluation of your restrictions when it comes to your own darkness. You guys have that twin, that light and that dark twin. So if you've restricted your dark twin in any way, if you've limited your dark twin or placed regulations and responsibility or anything of those Saturn words on your darkness. Everybody has darkness, Gemini, especially us dual signs. So Saturn is traveling back in time to reevaluate what's going on under the surface intimately with Gemini. So this does bring up your sex life a lot. This is like sexual karma. Okay, so definitely some lessons from the past coming back around about that, Gemini, about sexuality, about something hidden. So this is interesting. If there's any Geminis out there watching that have done anything in the dark, Saturn sees all, especially when it comes to karma. So, there's going to be some certain thing, and I don't want you guys to get scared. Some of this is good karma coming back. Sometimes we do things. What I'm seeing in my head is somebody who done something very noble, and nobody was around to see it. But, and this is for you, Gemini. You are that person. So over the past 4 months since December when Saturn went into your 8th house, you guys have been doing things behind the scenes. And this is for the Geminis who have been out here doing really responsible things. And, some of you haven't gotten a pat on the back because of that. Some of you, and it's because your karma is hidden right now in the 8th house until 2019. I believe Saturn is going to be shifting into Aquarius then. But as far as however long this transit lasts, Gemini, your responsibility is hidden. You have like a hidden responsibility right now in your 8th house to transform certain people, to transform yourself, to transform your own darkness. Excuse me. So this is definitely a reflection of your responsibilities. So for any of you who have done things behind the scenes and maybe you don't feel like it even mattered, maybe you don't see the direct payoff of that. Saturn is definitely, during this transit, Saturn is going to be reevaluating and reviewing everything that you've done responsibly. And also, guys, that leads me to say, any of you who haven't been responsible, like, what I'm seeing in my head now is somebody who was trusted to close a shop or something. There was somebody of high authority that trusted you to do something, and maybe you did something that you really weren't supposed to do. So it depends on what end of the spectrum you fall on, Gemini. If you're one of those Geminis that were responsible when you didn't have to be, you're gonna reap the reward for that. Now the others of you were irresponsible when you didn't have to be. And either way, Saturn, what goes around is coming around. So, this is going to be definitely an evaluation of your growth as well. So as far as darkness, if you guys have gained more responsibility for your darkness and for the parts of you that need a little bit more work, Saturn is going to allow you to reap what you sow. Some of you have gained a lot more responsibility with darkness. Some of you have disciplined in, there's a difference between disciplining yourself and dark attributes of yourself and limiting your dark side. Because as a Gemini, you can't do that. You have to balance this out. So luckily for you, Saturn is in your 8th house, really evaluating your 8th house energy. So the secret karma that's going on with you, okay? So the karma control squad is here to basically fine tooth comb things that have happened beneath the surface with you, Gemini. So you may need more time as well. This has a lot to do with needing more time. Like, this is in divine timing. We're all getting throughout this transit, we're all getting more time to do something, to do certain things. So some of you need more time to reflect on the responsibility that you have with your darkness. Some of you need more time to evaluate, this transformation that you're going through. Some of you are like, holy shit, I feel that I'm supposed to transform, but I just can't do it all right now. Like, I'm waiting for certain transits and stuff. So, this is a karmic transformation for you. And your karmic darkness, Gemini, that's a real thing. Karmic darkness that we've brought with us through a past life or from a past life. Sometimes darkness is projected at us. So this is going to be a karmic purification, Gemini. Saturn is in a very pure part of your chart. So this is an intimate version of karma. Karma is being very intimate with Gemini. Karma isn't being kind to you. Karma isn't going to be less intense for you. It's going to be more intimate. So for some of you, that's going to be more intense. This is the house of Scorpio that karma is in for you. So this is definitely intensity, definitely sexual. I don't want to forget to talk about the shared resources, though. A lot of people don't remember that Scorpio is the house of shared resources as well. So this is about you and what you have to karmically give up to others, what you don't have to karmically give up to others as well. Some of you are giving too much. Some of you aren't giving enough. So this is shared karma. Honestly, this is shared karma with other people. So some of you are in karmic relationships. Okay, some of you determined these karmic relationships when Saturn was in Sagittarius, your 7th house, opposite of you. So for the last 3, oh no, Saturn's not moving. Saturn takes 3 years. So what I said before about Saturn moving into Aquarius next year, wrong. It takes 3 years for Saturn to move, I believe. So because Saturn was in Sagittarius since 2012, I think. No, Saturn was in Scorpio in 2012, but maybe the 14th. Yeah, I think Saturn went into Sagittarius around the 14th. But either way, when Saturn was in Sagittarius in your 7th house, it was literally determining and initiating certain karmic relationships. And those karmic relationships, some of them are still in your life. Some of them are sharing karma with you, even if they're millions of miles away. Some of you can feel that when you do something, something happens on the flip side to that. Oh, I didn't wear my Saturn pin. I should definitely put that on. That sucks. I had like a little Saturn pin I was going to wear for you guys. But anyway, definitely coming up with shared resources, you guys. Shared resources for sure. And this is a hidden karma. So this is kind of cool. You guys are going through this transformation in secret. This has a lot to do with karmic secrets. So, some of our karma is only known by Saturn. Some of our karma is only known by the universe. So for you, Gemini, I would definitely trust this hidden karma happening in your life. Anything that's happening beneath the scenes or, underneath it all, beneath the surface, if there's certain things happening to you that nobody sees, but you still feel it very intensely, this is a secret. This is something that's happening hidden with you. So this is not happening for anybody else unless they have Capricorn as their 8th house and Cancer as their 2nd house. But, so you have that in common with those people. But for Gemini on the zodiac wheel, this is happening collectively with you guys. Because Capricorn is your 8th house. So you guys are very serious about your secrets and serious about about intimacy. And maybe that's a secret with Gemini. Maybe not a lot of people realize that Capricorn is your guys' 8th house. And wherever Capricorn is on the chart for somebody, they're very serious. Capricorn brings a very serious, responsible, wise energy with them. So, Gemini, as far as this transformation goes, you want to trust your path. You want to trust the shared karma that you're sharing with other people, because what they're doing is ultimately, determining your half of the shared karma as well. This could be shared karma with you and a dark twin, or a karmic relationship. I'm not sure. It depends on what you set up for yourself for the last 3 years when Saturn was in Sagittarius. Okay, So definitely some karmic darkness coming up, which you should not be afraid of as a Gemini, because it's all going to be purified. So your karma is being purified right now and renewed. It's being purged out, and it's going to be pure. This is karma in the purest way. So you're lucky, Gemini. This is, everybody goes through a 8th house transit with Saturn at some point in their life. And when they do, there's a complete purification that takes place just in time for the Scorpio full moon at the end of this month. So between now and the end of this month, there's going to be a certain purification that takes place with you, Gemini. Your whole character, your whole karma. Some of you may gain new karma or start sharing new karmic endeavors with other people. But if you're on the path with somebody, if you're working or sharing certain resources or money or finances or responsibilities with certain people, you know, this is definitely destined for you. Some of you have a responsibility right now to purify. You could even be agents of karma right now, purifying other people, transforming other people, but this is all happening as a secret. So, you know, so that's my message for you, Gemini, is to just trust what's happening underneath the surface right now, and trust your karma, trust your path, and even things that you're sharing right now, because it's going to come back to you tenfold, okay? So if you guys have any questions, feel free to contact me. I'm going to have all my information below, and I would love to talk to you guys more about this transit. This is pretty fucking interesting, honestly. So hope this was helpful, guys, and I'll talk to you in the next videos. Bye.